We mentioned Sam Howell. He got his start with the Washington Commanders, throwing passes to, among others, Terry McLaurin. Now, McLaurin remaining in Washington. The hold-in ends, as most hold-ins do. Not all, but most, because you got to get ready for the season. They took him off the PUP list a week and a half ago. I thought that was the end of the hold-in. He still wasn't practicing. He wanted his contract. He got his contract yesterday. And this is one of those, oh, man, there's something fugazi in the air. and look, I have a connection. I got a numbers guy.
Oh, okay. Hey, you got a numbers guy over here? Hey.
I got a numbers guy.
Okay.
I have a guy. I have multiple pathways to get contracts, but I have one guy who's extremely reliable and gets me everything. And he texted me yesterday. The McLaurin details are very elusive.
Right.
And here's what happened. And this part, it both fascinates me and it troubles me, and it's just the way the world is right now as it relates to the reporters who are trying to win the race to Twitter when the group text message goes out. But some of the initial tweets yesterday said that McLaurin got 3 years, $96 million.
Yeah.
Math is hard. That's $32 million new money APY. Now, the fourth year, the extra year, at 16 gets added to it. It's going to be a 4-year contract. There are no extensions. The deal gets ripped up. A new one gets put in its place. But the new years, that's what he was looking for. In the 30s, got to 32. Those are the initial reports. 96. Somebody had over 96. Wow. Over 96. More than 32. Then they started to emerge like mushrooms after a rainy night. Up to 96. Whoa, up to. You know what up to 96 means? Not 96. That's what up to means. That means he's got to do some stuff. He's got to achieve some triggers to get to 96. And every player's got a different, if they even have incentive packages or escalators in their deals. Some deals just don't. They're clean. They're simple. That's it. But there's different things you have to do, up to and including being Super Bowl MVP or winning 17 games like Russell Wilson to unlock his total 22 million, 21 million, I believe, with the Giants. They have to go undefeated. So we'll find out one of these days. That's the thing. They can't hide the numbers forever. The goal is to hide the numbers long enough so that by the time they come out, nobody cares.
Yeah, that's
other than me.
Right.
Because for me, it's like it's not satisfied until I can check that box and show the world what the deal's really worth. But Chris, I mean, there's talk that the real deal isn't even 30. And it makes sense because they had an impasse.
Yes.
They had an impasse. How do we bridge it?
Exactly.
One way to bridge it is it's going to be less than you want, but we'll put some stuff in there to make it look like you got what you want, and then you can say whatever you want. The team doesn't care. The team wants the guy to be happy. We just want him to be practicing. We want him to be ready to play. Right. You want some bullshit in the deal? That's fine. We'll put some bullshit in the deal if it gets it done.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They just want to get it done, and if he earns some of these BS things, they'll be like, great. That's awesome. That means you did awesome, and we're being successful as a football team, so it's a win for the team that way. It's a win for Terry McLaurin as well. I mean, come on, damn. Even though we don't know the exact numbers, it's a big day for him. That's a lot of damn money. He's a really damn good football player. I think it all has kind of shook out the way we thought it was or what we knew behind the scenes, right? And as you know, I had talked to a few people over the last weekend and late last week that gave me more details as far as what was going on a little bit behind the scenes, right, that were connected to the situation. And I think I texted you, right, on Saturday night, Sunday night, like, I can't remember what night it was, that, like, yeah, McLaurin, from everything I had heard, right, at first was asking for money north of Justin Jefferson. It was high 30s, 37, 38
Which
million.
Which is crazy.
Right, those type of numbers. Yeah. So, of course, they weren't going to give that to him. And that's what we kind of thought.
Open high.
Right. I hear you.
I mean, it's a negotiation.
Exactly right.
So if they're at 25, then you mirror image whatever they're doing so you can get to a landing spot. I mean, it is very low tech. Yeah. But negotiation is as simple as mapping out a position that mirrors the other side so that there's enough fat that can be trimmed, and then the plane lands at the number you want to be at.
Right.
And my point is, they weren't going to make the plane land where he wanted, so they're putting some fat in there to make it look like the deal's better than it is.
Yeah.
The warning signs are there. They've made this deal look better than it is.
Yeah, it does seem that way. And then we talked about why you might want to pump the brakes on giving that kind of money at the age he's at, right? He's not the big receiver who gets 50-50 balls. He's at a point of his career where, listen, there's enough people, and if you want to follow analytics, right? I mean, how about the analytics of what happens to wide receivers once they hit 30? They start to go downhill. So, yeah, that's out there. All teams know that. So that's why teams are always scared to give big contracts to guys in that age bracket, let alone receiver, when your life is about being tip-top, explosive, one of the most explosive guys on the team in the league, all of that, and teams get scared a little bit there. So it seems like they probably found that perfect spot there, where we thought all along, right? We were kind of always saying high 20s, maybe 30, something in that range, certainly. I don't think he's as good as T. Higgins. That's what I've said, out loud to a few people. And T. Higgins is making 28.5, right? So I expect it maybe is probably a little above that, but it does seem fugazi. And either way, it's a great move that the Commanders got it done, McLaurin set up, and now we can see what they got in year 2 of Jaden Daniels and everything.
And look, I whatever the real numbers are, they are. All I'm saying for now is there's reason to think that somebody pumped the numbers up to hit 32 when it's not 32.
Right.
And we know that's the case because people are already saying up to 32, which again means not 32. But it's a win-win if they are reasonable.
Yep.
Incentives or escalators, whatever the case may be, that if he earns the money and unlocks the 32, that means he's still playing well. That helps mitigate the risk that the Commanders were concerned about taking if you do a deal with high numbers for a guy who's in his 30s. And that's the other thing, too. I haven't seen any clarity on how much is fully guaranteed at signing. When can the Commanders cut the cord on this 4-year contract? After 1 year? After 2? Maybe after 3? I doubt it's going to be after 3, but the T.J. Watt deal, 4 years, 3 years fully guaranteed at signing. I doubt that that's going to be the case for McLaurin, but that's another dynamic, too. And look, I look at it this way. If it was 3 years fully guaranteed at signing, probably would have been.
Would have heard it already.
It would have been in the, wait,
right.
Group text,
right.
Copy, paste. Hey, I won, dopamine rush. I won the race with all the other insiders with the same damn information we all got at the same damn time. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.